they inhabit.
Dave,
Yeah, Mom?
what are you doing?
I'm taking over a TV network.
Well, finish up, honey, and get to sleep.
Hackers, directed by Ian Softly. This movie is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I say this unironically. This came out in September of 1995. I was 12 years old at the time. Well, my parents would take me to see movies every weekend. So I see Hackers, and I have to say this movie did stay with me over time, but it wasn't until college when I started building up my DVD collection at the time. I bought Hackers because I remembered it. It just reignited my love for this film, and since college, this movie has just now become one of my favorite movies. I watch it more than once a year for so many reasons. It's got an amazing soundtrack. The soundtrack is the first time I heard Halcyon by Orbital, which plays in the opening title card to Hackers. Hackers is the first time I heard this track by Orbital. The second time I heard this track was at the end of Mortal Kombat. Hackers specifically was my gateway into electronica. The real reason why I think this movie is up there on my list as high as it is the cast. Like any good movie, regardless of the genre, if the cast is there and the characters are there, combine the well-written characters with performances from a cast that bring those characters to life, and your movie can live on and become this timeless thing, and I think Hackers qualifies as exactly that. You have Matthew Lillard, peak 90s crazy wild man Matthew Lillard. You have Johnny Lee Miller. His star was rising at the time, Sick Boy from Trainspotting. You have Angelina Jolie in one of her earlier roles. Her chemistry with Johnny Lee Miller is electric.
You have your transfer forms. It's a relatively straightforward question. Do you speak English?
Sorry. You wanted...
I wanted transfer forms.
They got married after this movie, and it's understandable. I mean, you can see their chemistry is great. I buy them as friends. And when you can buy into the fact that these group of kids are actually friends, you want to hang out with these hackers. At least that's how I've always felt. One! And then there's the other part of this movie where the filmmakers have intentionally chosen to not make this movie come across necessarily as grounded in the way they visually represent hacking and using the internet. It's surreal, it's explosive and colorful. It's more like you're watching a science fiction time travel movie than you are staring at somebody typing on a keyboard. And that's a clear, intentional choice. It's clearly taking the more fantastical route, and to me it works. Hackers just has so many elements that speaks to me. There's a bit of a cyberpunk element that I love. There's kind of like this neo-futuristic vibe going on. It's everything combined. An amazing cast of actors, a very electric visual representation of technology, good direction, amazing set design. All these elements combined make a really fun movie. Hackers is a movie that I can pop in anytime and just go along for the ride. It's just one of those movies for me where every time I watch Hackers, I feel like I get to know the characters a little bit more. I feel like I'm bonding more with the characters. If you haven't seen Hackers, I implore you to check this movie out. It's an incredibly fun watch, an amazing soundtrack, and that is
Hackers.